Alrighty guys, g'day, welcome back to the Path of Exile beta. Guys, we just defeated Dominus and it is time now to move into Act 4 for the first time ever. Now keep in mind though that this is, obviously the beta is still undergoing a lot of changes, so things will likely change quite a bit from here. But also, this isn't all of Act 4 that we're going to see here. I think it's like 3/4 or something. There's not the final boss and there's probably a few parts still missing. So it's not fully finished yet. But we'll be able to see some of Act 4. And I'm very much looking forward to it.
What do you want?
I think Lady Diana had something to say here. No voice acting yet? Oh, sad face. Alright, I'll do dramatic voice acting. Of course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors, avaricious little pests, steal the legacy of their betters. Oh god, it's going too fast! Go north, my lovely unbug. Go to Highgate and to the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the Nightmare Sea. Catch and roast yourself a nice big fishy. Alright guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, that load screen. Damn. Whoa, what? This looks amazing. Alright, hold on. Let me clear my desk off. We need full freedom of movement here. Damn. So this is the Aqueduct. The first zone here is the Aqueduct. We have some cool rushing water on the side here. FPS is sitting at a solid 60 as well. Environmental stuff with 60 FPS. Got a waypoint looking out at the edge. Oh damn, this is a sick zone. Oh my god, get hyped guys. How good is this? I'm gonna crank the music up a little as well. Oh man, that's awesome, that's awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna be going slow. We're gonna just take our time. We're gonna soak up and enjoy every moment of this. Because you can only have this first playthrough of an act once, right? You can only do it once, so I'm going to enjoy myself here, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it with me. Alright, let's explore. This is a pretty sick zone. We do have some pale blackguards, which are undead versions as well. Impure archers. Ooh, let's have a look. What is the impure archer? This guy's like corrupted by some sort of growths and stuff. Let's take him out. Hold on. Oh damn, that map is a mess. Oh man, we got flying moth things. Alright, we're gonna be okay. So this is like kind of like been built over the top of the aqueduct here with the rushing waters underneath. We can go on either side of the aqueduct. Looks like, whoa, what is this thing? What is this thing? This is like a new ball lightning for ice? I want it, please, give it to me. Maybe this is the new cold spell we're getting. What the hell is spawning this thing? Maelstrom. It's like some sort of mechanical gemling creation or something. Yeah, that's sick. Here's some more of the Impure Archers. Let's get some zoom in action. Alright, they're wrecking me. No more zoom. Hold on, they're wrecking me. Some more Mothras. Frozen Orb, guys, it's coming. Get hyped. Some Sorceress Frozen Orb action. Finally! Finally! Oh, let's get our curse going here. This ray's a little bit tough. Woe sucker. Oh man, so the moth things kind of dive on you. I don't know if they're doing like a damage when they do that dive. Those things use barrage, it looks like. They kind of charge up with the barrage, so you can kind of get a bit of a lead on their attacks. See their attacks before it starts. Damn, I love the design of this zone. This is a sick introduction to the new act. The music is so atmospheric with like the rushing waters and stuff. It's quite tense. It feels like a pretty, you know, unsafe place to be, right? Like it all could all wash away at any moment. Alright, we've got another one of these Maelstrom things here. I like this new spell, man. I want it. I hope this is one of our new cold spells we're getting. Music to OP, please nerf. That's pretty good, isn't it, man? That's pretty good. You'll notice the new mob grouping as well. Ooh, weapon melee damage, nice. That's level 18 weapon melee damage. How much does it give now? 40% more. It seems about the same. Is that a different level though? I don't know if that's actually changed. But yeah, mobs, actual packs of mobs group up a lot more now, so you'll see them stick together and stick closer together. Pretty nice change, so you really clearly see where the packs of mobs are. Bit of a more subtle change this expansion, but pretty nice. I call it Cold Ball. Well done. Good naming, sir, good naming. It's kind of slow moving, so it's got kind of like an AoE around it rather than projectiles like D2 Sorcerer style. Ginger Pommy, thank you for the tip, man. I appreciate it. Ziggy, just wondering what are your thoughts on a Firestorm build early on now since you get access to Conk? So I think you can play a lot more skills to level now, not just Firestorm. I don't know how well Firestorm will work specifically, but with so many support gems being made available earlier on now in the game, like getting LMP, getting, you know, added damage things earlier, getting Conk effect much earlier, there's a lot more potential now, I think, for a lot of different spells for leveling. I think it's seeming more and more like you'll be able to level as the build you want to play at endgame. Some of the skills are available a little bit later, a couple levels later now, but for the most part I think a lot of them should be a lot more interesting to level with. Alright, this looks like a dead end here. Thank you again for the tip, Ginger Pommy. I appreciate it, man. Alright, let's grab our level. Getting the AoE for the Glacial Cascade. Now, it looks like it heads off in this direction. We'll check over this way first. I should wait and see what those moth things do next pack I encounter. Here we go. Let's kill some of them and keep a couple alive. I want to see what they do. So they walk up and do melee attacks, but they also do this like flying leap thing. I want to see what that does. That might be only... that's when they're far away, okay. So they do like a little flying peck thing. Peck at your face. So I think if you're further away they do that. If they're closer they try to waddle up to you. So maybe better to stay in melee with them, or close to them. New moth things, they're vultures? They kind of look like giant, ugly moth things to me, man. I suppose we can call them vultures. Whoa! The 100-foot shadow! He approacheth very rapidly. Alright, whoa, that hurts! Holy crap. He does this like nasty ass slam thing. It seems to have like a wave in a direction as well. Hold on, does he do anything else? Yeah, that does like a wave in front of him. Whoa! I think I blocked that one. Damn, it just came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's awesome. Travel to Highgate. So this is our pre... So, alright, let's compare this to City of San. This is the City of San of Act 4. What do you guys reckon? A turkey bug. So rather than going through City of San like in the last act, or Twilight Strand, we now have this beast of a zone. A little bit more exciting, I think. Here we go. Oh, Vegan. Let's do some Vegan fight. You guys will get to hear the new music they've added to these master missions.
Let me bend your ear for a minute.
Alright, Vegan, let's do it, man. No Perpetus? Well, they removed Perpetus from City of San too. Spoilers. Alright, get ready for the music, guys. Oh, how good's the music? Alright, this one's a bit nasty. Molten Strike is a bit nasty. Thankfully, with the staff, he's a little slow. Whoa, man. Oh, man. Those Molten Strikes. Oh, my god, he used a flask. You bastard. Alright, let's do this. Alright. We got it. We got it. I wish those fights went for longer, because the music is so good. Thank you, Vegan. Very entertaining stuff, sir. Blue pack just here. Oh, hold on. We okay? Or I think we're okay. They haven't implemented the new desync changes yet, unfortunately. Molten balls spread wider? I'd have to investigate with the actual skill myself to see, for sure. But that's possible. I know the overlapping mechanics of Molten Strike is pretty damn strong. I don't know if ZiggyD felt like they needed to change that or what though. Damn, this is so awesome. Look at that, just like tumbling off the edge there. This is rad, man. Alright, here's the exit. Get a little boat here. Can we go down there? Looks like we might have to go down this way. Is this where we're supposed to be going? Get wrecked. Alright, no, that's not where we need to go. Let's go this way, son. Being sure to look for Maraketh weapons. So far I've found a hook sword, but yeah, I'll keep an eye out for other ones. Oh, this looks like it. Hold on, we've got a note. Captain Vincenti, the High Gate holds... Hold on, we should probably kill these guys first. We'll read it in a sec. Captain Vincenti, the High Gate holds the secret to the true origin of the gems. Cleanse the mountain of those Maraketh parasites and secure the entrance to those mines. Do not disappoint me, Vincenti. As you well know, my displeasure can change a man. Piety. I was reading in a manly voice for a piety note. Hold on, is there anything interesting over here before we go in? This looks like another entrance. Alright, let's do it. Let's go into Highgate. Oh, there's some guards there on the wall. Into Highgate. Some people watching out on the lookout tower there. Got some hanging lanterns. Cool music. Cool music. Alright. Look at some stuff to stash. Let's do it. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Kira. No voice acting yet, I don't think. We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. No, Oyan believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. I have seen the look in Pioneer's eyes. I see the look in your eyes, which it is not as different as I had hoped. No matter, the knife in your hand is better than the spear in the rack. Alright. Spectral sword? That's new. Hold on. How did I not notice that? I did not take notice of that earlier, and I apologize. Alright, let's get the current one. That's fine. Hey, GDC Sarcasm! Fun fact, the voice actor for Piety is an Australian or New Zealand comedian who does shows where she sings dirty songs. The more you know. Well, thank you for that tip, and for that little tip as well. GDC Sarcasm. Appreciate it, man. Trading. Oyan has ordered me to help you, to trade with you. I have risked much to gather weapons and armor for this Akahara. I've scavenged on the fringes of Vol's encampment and scouted the dead city. Let's see if you can offer any value in return. Alright, does she have anything? She has some ancient axes here. Looks like she has some of the stuff available. Spectral Axe of Shining. Dream Mace? Alright, looks like we're seeing some new weapon-based types, guys. It looks like I can't see any new armors, though. Spectral Vile Staff. Deathbow looks a little different to me. I think they've changed the art on some of these things. If I could equip that, I would show you, but unfortunately I cannot. First one I can show you, I will, guys. I promise. Just new art. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just new art, but still very rad. Pataris and Vanya. Ooh, these two come as a pair. Vanya, you are most welcome here, sister. What you did back there in San, it was. Pataris, terrifying. They're finishing each other's sentences. Aww. And don't get me wrong, Piety, the rest, they had it coming, but there's no one like that here. These Maraketh, they're good people. She knows that. Please, sister, ignore Pataris. Kira is a racist bully with that fancy hair crest of hers stuck so far up her... Come on, Vanya, she's a warrior. It's not her job to be nice, it's her job to look all lithe and sweaty when you're watching her train. That's the only job you're interested in, Pataris. I'm studying the Maraketh fighting style. Sure you are, sweetie. I think I've walked into a little lover's tiff here. Zoom in on them. There you go. You just wanted to look at the cleavage, didn't you? They're pretty attractive looking pair though, aren't they? Highgate. My grandfather was a captain in the Ebony Legion, my father too and me, just following the path that had been laid out for me. Until you met me. Yes, until I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. Behind bars, an exile waiting to become an experiment. Not quite how I imagined meeting the man of my dreams. I realized then that this wasn't part of the Ebony Legion anymore. I'd become a blackguard like every other damned legionnaire in San, taking orders from a madman. Padaris freed me and led us here. I'd heard about Marraketh from those few legionnaires who survived the assault on Highgate, and I talked them into harboring us. Vanya can be very persuasive when she wants to be. I can't wait till these two have voiceover, I think it's gonna be awesome. With a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come. Bits and pieces? I risked my neck to salvage those artifacts. I know, sweetie, and I really appreciate your artifacts. You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, "Is that all?" You've been gone for ages. And you think you could do it quicker? If you'd let me, yes. No, not for all the jewelry in the world. What if I lost you? Aww. Okay, I'm sorry. We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk for some of the most dangerous places in Rayclass. Better? Yes, thank you. The Beast. I'd heard of the Beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in keeping secrets from the people she was planning to murder. I'm so sorry, Vanya. God, it's not your fault, Padaris. Piety used to say that the Beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those things. She kept using a phrase. What was it? Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too. The power to change the world into anything you like. Bloody, scary power in the hands of someone like Piety. Bloody, scary power, full stop. At least make different voices, Ziggy. I'm sorry, it was too confusing. I wasn't sure who was who out of those two. Alright, let's have a look through the rest of town. Alright, that's a dead end. That leads to the outside there. No orbs sold? Yeah, do they not sell any other orbs? It looks like no. Maybe that's something yet to be added? I know they're still adding other things. And Deshret's Seal. The entrance to the mines is blocked by Deshret's Seal. Let's go up this way and have a look. Okay, Tasuni is down here. How do I get down there though? Lightning Warp!
That would just make life complicated.
Looks like I have to go through the center. Alright, I'll go talk to these guys first. Hey, Diala, what are you doing here? The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Marraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in the mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you. Oyun. You come to us, a woman like us, and yet nothing like us. While we cloak ourselves in tradition and war, you cloak yourself in thaumaturgy and fear, and that is why you will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, which, the question is, can we Marraketh share her faith? Sakima Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within the black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries garnering this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest, descend the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish. Alright, let's ask about Deshret. The Marraketh once stood united under Deshret's banner. That was before the plagues and Tempest, the corruption. Deshret's rode into here with this Akara, the Kyato, to put an end to the beast's curse, and upon the very threshold of the darkness she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Comb had gone there before her and not returned, or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame Deshret's seemingly indomitable courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain and to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines, and committed this Akara to Highgate's guardianship. The tempests, the plagues, they passed. Of their own accord, or because of Deshret's seal, we do not know. But what I do know is this: when Deshret vowed to watch over the mines, she simply traded one curse for another. Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of Marraketh since this day this Akara tethered this rower here. Such is the way of with men of war. Remove their tongues, yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest. Padaris and Vanya. I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Padaris and Vanya who give meaning to these actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it's time that we discovered it. Kira. Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins, and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to Akara is admirable, her loyalty to the past is not. And finally, Diala. Diala wishes the beast dead, but why? Why would a nightmare wish to kill a nightmare? A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets as long as it continues to do so. Oh man, don't read, no play? No, screw you. I'm gonna take my time through this act, man, and I am going to enjoy every moment of it. So we need to head down to the stairs, but first we have to cross over this way. We've got a waypoint in the center here, pretty rad. Fog hanging on the waters. Tasuni! You have come to Tasuni, the augur of lost dreams. I see into the gloom, I hear the whispers of trembling heart and blackened soul. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help you feel your way through the darkness. I stare into the eyes of madness, which I see a hunger for power that nightmare would most generously satiate, should you choose to ask it. Oyan. The Maraketh are stranded in the sandstorm of reflection and regret. We look to our Sekma as to lead us out, yet the sandstorm is all she knows. She needs me, her eyes and her ears in the darkness, but she will never comprehend my gifts. Diala. Diala has the form of a woman, yet the substance is one part corruption and 9 parts death. One day soon you will see how lifeless she truly is. She seems alright to me. Kira rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dakara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly as she rides and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes, but the talents one needs. Pataris and Vanya. Two mouths that speak from one mind. When together they express some interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really even a thought, is it? The Marakath speak of his betrayal, but Vol did what he thought was necessary to destroy the beast. Now he wanders the desiccation, tortured as much by his failure as by nightmare. Ooh. The Red Sekma was part woman who forged it meant to be Marakath, a people united strong. It was Deshret who lit the fires into the hearts of women and the loins of men. When she fell, so did the pride of the Marakath, and we've been falling ever since. Okay, so we need to head out down this... Hold on, which way are we going? Down to the left here. Alright, pretty cool stuff. Ooh, I'm very intrigued, guys. I'm very intrigued. Alright. So we're heading down into the dried lake. Let's have a look. We have some cacti. Oh man, these things are pretty creepy. Knitted horrors, a bunch of skeletons that have been formed together. Like some massive beast. They seem to be firing arrows as well, like they got a large bow on top. Damn, they have like a melee attack as well? Yeah, they have a melee attack as well. So they have like a giant bow on top of them, and then they have melee attacks too. These guys are pretty nasty. Oh, they use tornado shot as well, watch out. Multiple projectiles could be a bit nasty with them. The level of this area is 34. I like this new tile set. It's not snow, but it kind of seems like it. Dust Scrabblers. What do these guys do? Let's have a look. Oh, they use little lightning attacks. I wasn't expecting that. Damn, those tornado shots. Scary. Those knitted together skeletons are pretty rad though, right? They have 2 bows on top of them. And shields on the front as well. Wonder if that has any sort of mechanical thing or whether it's just a look thing. Oh, it fell apart into other skeletons when I killed it. It split into other mobs. Cool. This is the in-game music, yeah. It's rad as shit, right? How are you liking it so far? Oh man, this new act so far is awesome. Extremely awesomely designed zones, like from what I've seen so far. I've only seen like the one leading up to the town, but it set the scene for the act very nicely. Very cool and atmospheric, and the music has stepped it up a notch, I think. Yeah, I'm liking what I've seen so far, man. I'm very excited. I'm sad that it's not going to be the entire act that we get to play here. I know it's going to be brutal when it finishes. But a very, very cool teaser from what I've seen so far. Alright, these guys have swords and shields. Pretty slow attacks. Kind of lumbering. These are like... I'm glad to get some kind of like slower lumbering enemies, like skeletons and zombies. I love fighting those sorts of enemies. LMP does have a damage penalty. It has been reduced by 5%. So it is a lesser damage penalty now. Oh man. I might grab that Amethyst Flask. Don't know what sort of nasty chaos damage we could be encountering later. Alright, I'm going to explore these zones out a bit so we can get a bit of a grasp of what's going on here. What are these things? These looks like giant struts that would have been holding up like the aqueducts before, maybe? They seem kind of like bridge pylons, right, across here? Maybe it was a bridge. When's the full act coming to beta? I don't know if they'll ever put the final boss in. I imagine that they would want to keep something secret until launch. But I imagine the rest of the act will be coming a bit later in the beta. Like maybe in a couple weeks' time. Damn, the music's sick. Alright, that looks like the full outer area of there. Hold on, which way did we come down from the right? So I actually want to head to the left then. Alright, we got a camp here. Not sure whose camp, maybe abandoned camps. Chris stated it would all be in the beta, even the final boss. I feel like they could leave the final boss until launch, leave like one little bit of surprise there at the end. Whoa, man, that tornado shot hurts. Ouch. Three out of 9 bosses are in. What? So many to go. I can't believe there's 9 bosses business, and 9 bosses that they say are to the level of current endgame end of act bosses. So like they're talking Dominus and Mervale, like level bosses. That's pretty insane. Vol's Confession. Ooh. Discovered some lore. I wonder. I don't think any of this is voiced yet, unfortunately. You'll have to put up with ZiggyD voices for now. Kill Vol. Oh, here we go. Oh man. All right, guys. First boss fight of the act. Alright, we have Vol, who is basically a twisted construction of battle now, isn't he? Oh, let's get rid of some of these things. He's got Nightwayne? Who is that? It seems like one of his... maybe one of his minions or something? Vol, Emperor of Purity. Not so much anymore. He's got a nasty charge thing. That's... whoa! Damn, that slam. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. Alright. Let's try and take out his friend here. Nightwayne. Who is this guy? Damn, he's nasty. He's tough to kill. Whoa, my god, that damage. The charge is huge. Alright, he's getting ready for a charge. Alright, when he goes gold, man, get out of the way. I don't know what's with this archer that's kind of around here too. That'll be the clone there. Oh, that was the real one, I think. Whoop. Alright, I'm gonna take out some of these. Oh my god! Alright, hold on, I gotta refresh those flasks. Whoa! Jeez. Alright, this guy's pretty legit. So, it mostly a big slam and then a big charge. The AoE on that slam is huge, man. Whoa, shit. Do you charge? Do you slam? Alright, he's pretty... once you kind of get his mechanics down, not too difficult. He hits very freaking hard when he does hit, though. I can just see that slam destroying a party. I'm kind of tempted to see how much damage the slam does. Alright, I'm gonna tank it, guys, for science. Hold on, he did something different. Oh, he just summoned a whole bunch of ads. Okay. He can call guys out of the ground as well. Let me clear out the ads and I'll tank the slam. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to test. Alright. Alright, it's manageable. The actual charge is worse. It's a huge AoE, so it makes sense that it doesn't do quite as much damage. That thing hurts like crazy, though. There we go. Deshred's a banner. Got a Topaz ring there as well. Let me check it out. Oops, wrong one. All attributes, strength, fire res, ES. I kind of needed more dexterity. So who's this guy with him? Nightwane. He's got a little archer companion here. Kind of sneaky with his tricky mirror arrows. Which one's the real one, man? He looks like he uses both blink and mirror arrow, trying to be tricky. Just kill them all. There we go. He drops a bit of extra loot too. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool first boss fight. Let's read his confession over here. I vowed to care for this empire with my eyes open. I lied to my people and to myself. Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in a soulless man and have thus destroyed us all. I watch now as my legion dies, their flesh melting like butter from their twisted bones. They fall and rise, the tide of mortal death and eternal damnation. I feel it now in my own flesh, the heat, the corruption. I have failed you, my empire of purity. Do not forgive me, but please, I beg of you, outlive me, Vol. And there is the banner there. Alright, so I think we can just teleport back. I don't think we need to. I think that's basically everything in that zone. Okay, so now we can go burn this section up here with the banner, I guess. Oh, cool! Oh, the music picks up there. That's pretty rad. Talk to Oyon for your reward. He was up here. The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil. Cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach. The rapture was Malachi's most wondrous creation, the only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence, and its fuel, a gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem, yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark, the spark of cataclysm. I am sorry, my love, my Malachi. Ooh. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the rapture, make me sorry no more. I feel like there's going to be a sacrifice of Lady Diala in our future here. The gate is open and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker. Okay, summon Chaos Golem, summon Ice Golem, summon Fire Golem, and Abyssal Cry. Yes! We get one of our new golems, guys. I think we're gonna go Chaos, guys. I'm seeing Chaos. Alright. That might be a bit of bias there, but I'm gonna grab the Chaos one. Let's check out the Chaos. Also, I have the stats for it as well, which is also worth considering. Because otherwise, I might have some problems. Alright, I'm gonna have to get rid of Lightning Wall for a second. Let's get the Golem... let's get the Golem here. On all the buttons. Yes. Alright. New Chaos Golem. Let's give it a go. We'll see how it goes. Unsub! Alright, into the mines, guys. Now, warning, if you dislike... I think it's called trypophobia or trypophobia? Or something. Tryptophobia. If you dislike orifices on the human body where they shouldn't be, then I would probably tune out now, because I think things are about to get a bit more creepy.